Hello and welcome back to my channel. This is Early Career Academic. On this channel, I explore how I use the Passion Planner to set personal and professional goals. In this video, I'm going to be planning out the week of September 23rd through the 29th in my medium Passion Planner. This is the stiff marble cover with the, it's undated, so all the months are in the front and the weeks are behind it. Before I get started, I am a Passion Planner ambassador. There's an affiliate link and a discount code in the description of this video. Passion Planner did have their calendar year planner launch recently, so if you haven't had a chance to take a look at the new covers, you really should. Also, there will be more new merch coming out in I think October, so stay tuned for that. Let's get into it. So I'm gonna flip to the current spread. This is this week. And I will catch you guys up on the week, but just wanted to point out that I was in my planner a lot this week because I was not on campus, so I had it, right there by my computer. You can see today went off the rails a little bit, but I'm trying to get it back on track. So I love the way this turned out, though. Really excited to go out of town for my friend's birthday this weekend. So let's get into the new week. And I want to say full disclosure, I didn't prepare anything for this video. So I will be making decisions about the spread in real time with y'all. This coming week is going to be crazy busy, but also exciting in many ways. So I'm going to get out my supplies. I'm going to get out maybe my ruler. I also have stencils now. So I might do, oops, sorry y'all. I might do some stencil work this week. And maybe my sticker tool. We'll see if we need that. What else? Yes, washi. That's what we're thinking of. Okay. So I have some sticker options. I did recently pick up some additional cute stickers that I want to share with you. So I got this really cute "Everything is Butter with You" sticker. I love it. This one is "Do What Makes You Happy." This one is "I Made You a Mixtape." And then these ones are more 90s nostalgia stickers. You have the little Lisa Frank type notebook thing going on here. Aliens were a big deal in the 90s. There's a dollar bill back when we used to use real money for stuff. So cute. I love this too. I think though that I might do big sticker. These are kind of I'm just trying to decide. And let me get out some washi. I have a whole bunch of rainbow washi that I use on occasion. It'd be kind of fun maybe to bring some of that in to the spread. So I'm just getting some ideas here. I like these two. I'm hugely into that one. It's kind of nice to have skinny washi every so often. Not really into the butterflies this time. I'm thinking I'm gonna go with this washi. Yeah. Okay. No two-tone washi this week. Okay. I'm gonna save the butter sticker, but I am gonna do these two stickers. I think that'll be a nice combo. Okay, y'all. So let's get into it. Here's the tea. I re-quit the admin team. For those of you who are new, I am on the admin leadership team in my department. What that means materially is that I get course releases and a very small, almost insignificant stipend to work extra weeks in the semester. I'm a 9-month faculty, so I don't get paid for the summer unless I teach in the summer. And even then I only get paid some fraction of my actual salary. But this, in this role, we have to work past the semester start date and end date. So they give us a small stipend for that in the admin role. And what I do is what I have been doing is basically a bunch of grunt work for the first year writing arm of our program. And if you're new here, again, like, you are missing out on some of the drama, but basically I had to deal with an incredibly toxic boss who had a personal vendetta against me when I started. And, I expressed this issue to my boss's boss, and, surprise, those of you in academia are probably not surprised, but it didn't really result in a whole lot of difference. Like, it does appear as though she's halted her personal vendetta against me. But she's still a toxic person to work for. Like, her ideas about workload are very just problematic, is the best way to put that, the simplest way to put that. And so I had to kind of ask myself, especially after, now having the 2 kids and everything, like, where do I want to put my work energy? And because a lot of the stuff I thought I would be doing, I'm not doing at all, I just decided this is not worth it. It's not worth it financially. It's not worth it. It's just not worth it. I'm not getting anything out of this role. So in any case, I finally pulled the plug on that and told my boss last week. She was very sympathetic. She said she took, like, everything I had said about my colleague very seriously. And to that end, we are actually meeting with HR a couple times this semester. But, I just think it's like doing something theater. So I'm not, it's not a reason to stay, like, to stick it out to see, oh, will this meeting change the entire work environment? No, because I'm literally, the woman that I'm talking about is like, if there was a embodiment of anti-change, it would be her. So it's just not worth waiting around to see if anything will actually change. I really like these little, like, these boxes. The flags are cute too. And then there's dots. Let's see what I've got going on next week. Okay. Blessedly, there is no meetings on Monday. There is this possible dissertation presentation I'm going to sit in on. It's on Zoom, so I'll go ahead and put it in here, but I do not know if that is something I will actually do. This is just like too large for this space. Let me see how our flags fit in here. Oh, those fit perfectly. Let's do that. Cute. Okay. So this is possibly a dissertation presentation. We'll see if I get there. And then I'm on campus most of the day Wednesday. I do have a virtual meeting at 9 a.m. We'll do a little flag for that. 9 a.m. With one of my TAs. I will hand it to my TAs. They have had some crazy stuff happen to them this semester, and they are hanging in there. Like, I'm just like, some of the stuff that has happened to them. I mean, I've been teaching a really long time, and it baffles me. I don't know if it's like this new generation of students, or I don't know. Like, oh, dang it. Erasable pen. If you guys are interested, Passion Planner has this erasable pen. It doesn't erase, I've discovered, like, every type of ink, but it does erase more types than itself. than the ink in this pen. So that's kind of nice. Yeah, this is when this meeting is happening. But yeah, so I'm like really proud of my TAs for handling such tough situations, but it's like, whoa. And I don't know now, like, were my former TAs just not telling me stuff, or were they really not having this many issues with their students? I couldn't tell you. In any case, they are doing remarkably well considering all that they are facing. So, plus we're having lunch together on campus, so that's happening. And then I have therapy on Thursday, which I'm excited about. I don't have, I basically do this monthly, is essentially how it shakes out. And, I have a lot to tell her this time. What with quitting and everything, there's quite a bit that my therapist will be getting an earful, but that's okay. And then Friday I have writing coven, which I'm excited about because I had to miss the last one. And I actually have things to share with them, so. And then, oh yeah, mentoring meeting. I think what I'll do is do this little guy. Even though mentoring meeting doesn't technically take up this much time, I think this will be like kind of a longish meeting. B, I'm getting observed as part of our onboarding, training, etc. That doesn't matter anymore. And I have notes that I need to send afterwards, so it takes all that time. Okay, and then, so those are those days. I'm going to add some color just so you guys know it's not going to look as drab as it does. OMG. Saturday. Oh, I have to like keep it like this so I know what I'm doing and when I'm doing it. So my daughter technically has her art class in this time frame at 10. It went really well last time. She made a little like caterpillar butterfly thing. But I'm not sure how this day is going to break down. Around this time, we're supposed to drop baptism stuff off at the church and decorate the tables. I'm just gonna make that like arrow a little more, a little something. And then at 3 p.m., we've been invited to a really good friend's daughter's birthday. Is it 3 p.m.? Yeah, 3 p.m. And then starting at 4:30, but for us it'll probably be 5:30 to 8:30. Is my mom's housewarming party, and we are actually trying to get a sitter for this so that John and I can enjoy it, as a fully functioning adult, mostly functioning adults. It is proving to be a challenge. I mean, it is prime time, I know, Saturday night, I get it, but I'm not set up for this type of babysitting yet in my life. So as you can see, this day is crazy, and I don't know if we'll be able to do everything that we planned. Partly because we're having issues with the baptism catering sitch. Oh, you guys, you would not think that it would be this difficult to line up just simple. I'm not saying, this, that we're looking for complex catering. We do not have complex catering needs. This was not difficult at all to line up for my daughter's baptism, which wasn't even that long ago because my kids are close together in age. But for some reason, the places we would like to order food from, I guess, don't care about our money. I'm just like, I don't understand this from a business standpoint at all. So there's that. But it is also very frustrating from a planning standpoint, as you can imagine. Let me see here. Let me get out my, do I want to use these? These are my Crayola Super Tips. And I was thinking about using them. Yeah, I think I will. I'll use some of them. We'll use this color, use this color. I like this bright blue. Purple, yeah, purple I think is what we're missing. Also kind of a yellow, or sort of missing that, but whatever. I don't have a yellow Crayola Super Tip. So I'm going to go and add a little color to this business, and then I'm going to get out my icons and add some of those in, and then do the plans, man. Ugh, I am not functioning well today, you guys. It's just been a long week. Okay, let's start with red for this dissertation situation. What I will say is going well in a planning way is I like putting the tasks in the timeline when I think I can get to them. That is going well. I mean, it's not perfect because also like the nature of my work is such that like I can plan all day when I want to be tackling blank. But from the last meeting I had like, I don't know, 4 boomerang tasks where it was like, it's like a meeting I didn't even think I had anything to do with, but I still had to be there. And by the end of it, I had like 4 new things I needed to do, and a lot of them like right after. So I was like, oh, okay. So it gets derailed is my point. But I would say on a day where I have a little bit more control, it's nice to kind of time block a little like that, like a cross between a to-do list and a time block situation. Yeah, so I am enjoying that aspect of planning. Man, I will be glad when I get to the other side of this job, though. It is just, it is a lot, you guys. It's a lot of stuff I don't want to be doing for the most part. The TA mentoring is nice, but I wish that's all I was doing, you know, because I think I'm good at it, and I think it can be really helpful there in that sense. But it's unfortunately not the way it works. I am home, so I could feed the starter. We'll see. I'm going to put this in here. Even if I don't get to it this day, it definitely reminds me about it when I look at it in my planner. And I'm more likely then to do it at some point, like maybe not on that day, but on the following day or the next day. Like every time I see it, I'm like, oh yeah, I gotta feed my starter. And this plan with me will be going up on Monday, and we will see again, y'all. If you haven't had a chance, I did post my video about Gantt charts, but because I'm gonna be out of town this weekend and next week's kind of crazy, I may or may not have a video. We'll see. We'll see. I'm going to take a look at my son's milestone stickers in a second. And I wanted to go ahead and put a little like birthday icon. Yes, I'm getting the birthday icons out here. And I do have a cute little purple birthday cake icon. I can put here for Maddie's birthday. Oh, next week is just so crazy. It's so crazy. Okay, let's see if there's other little cute things I can put on here, little icons. I don't think there's like a baptism icon. Meetings. I got 2 meetings. One is a writing meeting. I could put a little paper clip or a notebook. This one I'll do the notebook for this meeting, and I'm gonna do the paper clip for the other meeting. I think that's cute. And for therapy, I could use the telephone or the letter or star. Let's do, I'm just looking at my other meetings here. For the yellow, I'm going to put this check mark. It's a little irreverent, but checking a box, going to this meeting, pretending like it matters when it really doesn't. I'm going to put this little light bulb. No, I'm going to put the light bulb for therapy. That's what I've decided. I don't have what you call like a lot of revelatory moments in therapy, but it is kind of nice to have someone in your life that you can say anything to, you know? Just kind of get things off your chest, process talk a little bit. It's nice in that sense. And then dissertation party. I'll just put a star. Okay, cute. I like that. Oh, Archer's baptism. I do not have any other red stars. I don't think any of the other little symbols apply. But I could put a star of a different color, like pink. I think I'll go with this warm pink. Pink is red adjacent, so put that in there. Okay, looking good if I do say so myself. Now I'm just looking at my son's milestone stickers because he is going to be 7 months old on this day, which is so crazy. So I need to put it in here. Let me find, yeah, here it is, 7 months. These, by the way, are from Hubman and Chub Girl if you are interested and you would like to obtain them for yourself. 7 months. Cutie. I'm looking to see none of those milestones. There's these ones. He hasn't had a poop explosion yet. Oh, he did do this. He actually did this before, but I definitely noticed it this morning. I'm just going to go ahead and put it on this blank day because it's around this time that he rolled from front to back. I think he actually grabbed a toy the other day, but it's not a recurring thing yet, so I'm going to hang on to that one. Like, he can kind of hold on to toys if you hand them to him, but like the other day, I swear, the thing is, like, I feel like I'm going insane sometimes because I turn my back for a second and it's like doing something, has a toy or whatnot. But then my daughter is involved somehow. And so I don't know if he did it himself or if she was like helping him. So this is Plan With Me video. Okay. And I'm going to move this stuff over here. I like this that it's a little bit of a minimalist approach. Like there's not a ton of stickers. Plans, yes, that's what we're doing. Like trying to make sure I'm in frame. Sorry if I wasn't in frame before. Okay, definitely we'll be placing a grocery order because we will be coming from out of town and we will need that. I am actually filming this video right now. We will very likely need to do a bunch of laundry. next week. And I was just thinking about something. Oh, yes, baptism groceries. If we can't line up a caterer, we basically just gonna do it ourselves. Let me see if there's anything. Oh, I need a birthday gift for my friend's daughter. I'm looking. All right, that's it in terms of personal stuff. Now, work stuff. Let's go to my feedback schedule. I'm going to look at my Gantt charts too, so if you haven't had a chance to take a look at that video, spoiler alert. Okay, so this is week number 5. In this week, my students complete the spreadsheet assignment. I owe them feedback on the mining discussion board. I actually need to remind myself to do this task this week. I'm kind of kicking myself I didn't do that already, but so I do class-wide feedback on this discussion board activity through the announcement. That'll be a Wednesday thing though. Yeah, okay. I'm, as you can see, I don't know if you can see, shifting a lot of tasks over from this week to next week because I ran out of time for a million things. So I am completing a course observation that I meant to do this week, next week. I have to write a letter of recommendation for a student. I'm actually going to go ahead and on here put there's stuff I have to do for the symposium. This is a book note. Reply. Oh, okay. Anything else? I really need to start. Well, let me look at my Gantt chart. When did I say I was going to work on that? All right, Gantt chart knit. What are we doing? This is, yes, the week of the baptism. So in this week, this is the work I'm doing for students. This is that I already wrote down. Oh, I am working on unit 2. Okay. And week 7, speaking notes. I get the complicated week, of course. Oh, and I'm also working on research related to a project for the admin team. Yeah. So. Yeah. Okay, so those are all the work tasks. See, the benefit of a Gantt chart is you already kind of decided what you're going to be working on when you're going to be working on it. So I don't have to think about it. I already thought about it. So if you haven't watched that video, you should take a look. If you are like me and you have multiple projects, multiple workflows, I think it works really well for that type of work. Okay. So this week's focus is, oh my gosh, so many. This is a baptism. I have lots of work I need to do. Baptism on that. And then I can't forget, though, my game changer goal, which is to find ways to prioritize self-care. What fell off the list that I want to put back on here is to read new book. I'm actually in the process of reading a new book right now, and I am enjoying it. I'm doing really well on the vitamins and okay on hydrating. I am tackling my foot issue, so I think I'm doing well on that. These should not, I know some of you are like, oh my gosh, Tanya, that's so basic. But definitely it can be difficult with my lifestyle to prioritize anything related to care of myself. And so I'm keeping it real basic for that reason. I have not finished this, but I would like to do, that's the goal for the last week of September. Oh, I have these trainings I have to do, but I have time on those. And then Archer baptism prep. I mean, we're definitely doing it. It's going to happen. 1 to 2 books. With any luck, I will actually meet this goal. Workouts, I'll pick that up in October. And my 2024 list, that's going to probably shift over to October, maybe. Maybe. We will see. Okay, great. So that is pretty much it for this plan with me. I don't know. What do you guys think? A slightly pared back kind of look about it. I mean, I'm definitely going to have to-do items that I'm going to put up here. But I think it's pretty nice. It kind of feels, I don't know. This feels cool. I like it. Plus, I like all the rainbows. So, and I think the theme, do what makes you happy, is important to keep in mind. So let me know in the comments what you think about this new approach, and hope you guys are having a good week. I'll see you back here soon. Take good care. Bye.